Hey guys, today I want to talk about the return to the office mandates. Basically, many companies are forcing their employees to go back to the office, even when some of these very same employees were told in maybe verbally or in a contract that they could work from home. Well, now many companies are just saying sorry, but you have to go back to the office or else you're going to be fired. And to me, this has always been like layoffs in disguise. They are telling you that, well, if you don't come to the office, you are just fired. Um, and many employees do, well, that. They can't go back to the office, maybe because they have families, because the commute times are very long. So they opt to just quit their jobs. And this is a way for companies to do layoffs without doing layoffs. It has always been very clear to me, but I don't know, many many videos and many emails have surfaced that say that, well, this is in fact what they want. And they want people to leave because sometimes they don't even have the office space. So today I want to watch a video by Joshua Fluke. He's a great YouTuber. I admire him in many ways, and he talks about this precisely. So let's watch.
Ooh-wee, do you smell that? Something stinks. Smells like constructive dismissal or a giant layoff in disguise. On an unrelated note, this is CEO John Stankey of AT&T, and they've just implemented a full-time RTO push back to the office 5 days a week starting in January. Now, the best part about all of this is that they only have 9 offices for everyone to go back into, and they openly announced that they don't have enough seats for everyone to come back to. In fact, on this Business Insider article, it says that there are 150 desks but 1,200 employees at one office. So
See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Companies don't even have all the office space for everyone to go back to the office, but they are telling you that if you don't go back to the office, you're basically fired. So it is crazy to me that they keep telling you that no, this is not a mass layoff when when it is.
Now, this isn't the first time AT&T has done layoffs. They've been doing layoffs for a long time. Here's a post from 2 years ago. Is AT&T's RTO mandate a mass layoff in disguise?
It
Let's
is.
scroll down for the answer. I'm going to agree with Andrew here. We have some more people in agreement here. In this Bloomberg article, it says AT&T typically puts teams through a period culling known internally as surplusing. That's right. In the past 3 years, 69,000 employees have been removed as part of a $6 billion cost-cutting effort. Just wait until you hear about the $20 billion buyback they're doing. I love how they call it. When he announced his staff reorganization plan, that's right, it's not RTO anymore, it's staff reorganization. And part of that reorganization is coming back to the office. This isn't about the office at all. This is just about reducing headcount for free. Honestly.
Exactly. They don't care about the office. They don't care about company culture. They don't care about teamwork. They don't care about your happiness. They just want to get rid of you.
Gray area that these companies love to play in, but they'll say stuff like this. Look at the CTO word vomit I found on Business Insider here, where it's just,
our purpose at AT&T is connecting people to greater possibility, and we firmly believe that working together in person and in proximity to our peers is the best way for ATS employees to fulfill that purpose.
Yes, that's a ton of BS. That's just stuff that they tell you. They tell you a bunch of nonsense that they want you in the office because it is great for you. It is a great learning experience. And to be clear, I do feel like for some people, it is better to go to the office because they want to have that in-person experience. We are all different. I have heard many of my colleagues saying that they like the office, and that's fine. We are all different. My point is that you have to give people the freedom to choose between working from remotely, working in an office, and maybe hybrid, 3 days in the office, 2 days from home, whatever. And what I don't like is that they are telling you that they want you there because of a ton of BS that they They tell you that it's because they want you to be happy because of better teamwork. They don't care about that.
What he sounds like, but although they're building more offices, AT&T will not currently offer one-for-one seating per employee, and the company will observe capacity versus demand and make adjustments. I have another question here. You know how many employees you have, you know which people are where. This just seems like a ruse, in my opinion. Employees told Business Insider it's common for workers to end up sitting in the hallways or working in the cafeteria to avoid running afoul of the company's attendance tracking system. One employee said their office has more than 1,200 people, but only 150 desks. And then the CTO says, I know returning to the office 5 days a week is a significant change for some, but by coming together in person, we can strengthen our connections, foster a vibrant culture, and achieve our shared goals. Whose shared goals? You and the executive shared goals of maximizing profit from all the employees underneath you? Before I ended up using this little marker, I was going to highlight it like this. And then I noticed you could translate this to English. And honestly, that's what needs to happen here. Our purpose at AT&T is connecting people to greater possibility. Please translate that. Now, if you weren't following, just stick with me for a second. I'm going to make it real obvious what's going on. I want you to look at this title. AT&T orders full-time office return, but lacks space for workers. And then we come over to this tab and we see, oh, when you have an RTO policy, there's a 14% increase in people quitting. So
yes, that's what I was telling you guys. There have been many studies, especially since the pandemic, that have been done to know if people are going to quit if you tell them that they have to go back to the office. And many of them agree, unsurprisingly, that if you tell them that they have to go back to the office, they are going to quit. So it is for here. This study apparently says that it is a 14% increase in employees quitting after companies implemented return to the office policies. I believe the number is much higher, maybe 20%, 30%. This seems low to me, but whatever. It is a fact that many are going to quit.
Some people quitting. So not only are they bringing everyone back 5 days a week with really shoddy reasoning, they're adding fuel to the fire by saying, yeah, we just don't have enough chairs, but we're working on it. You still gotta come though. Now, there are tons of ways for companies to legally make their employees' lives really annoying to the point...
There should be, I don't know, guys. I feel like there should be like government regulation that if you want employees to go back to the office, you have to give them an office to go back to, right? I mean, and there should be like, I don't know, if you are forcing a law or something like that that says that if you are going to force 15,000 people to go back to the office, you need to have 15,000 desks. Otherwise, where are they going to go? It seems like very logical to me.
Where they can't come to work and they'll have to quit. This is just one of those things. And by saying, we don't actually have enough seats for you, even though you still have to come, and we get to make the rules, so it is what it is. It's just, we can see straight through that. If you do it like this, you just have people voluntarily quitting your company. You don't have to pay them out severance. You don't have to pay them out unemployment because it's legal. Sorry, it was their choice to quit. And these companies know what they're doing. And they would never report that openly to the media, but you can put the patterns together. And here's the cherry on top here. Let's go to the MPC CEO, John Stankey. AT&T CEO sees return to profitability. They're doing great, and they're going to be making tons of money, so much money that they're going to be doing a $20 billion buyback of their own stock. Instead of investing that $20 billion back into the company, the workers, training, all that stuff, they're just going to buy back their stock because they're doing so great. At least the executives are. It's like watching paint dry.
Why this big fiber focus? How do you get there?
Look, we've had great success with what we've built thus far, and we see customers, first of all, love the product.
Which would mean what they've built has also been while they've been working remote. So that's very successful, and now you got to come back.
With us longer, they drive better value into the business. We're having great success at selling multiple products into fiber households. 4 out of every 10 of our fiber subscribers also subscribe to our wireless service today.
I'm so sorry for all you AT&T subscribers out there, truly. Let me just say that.
And fiber is the one that can do that. It's the one that has the symmetrical bandwidth characteristics that will facilitate AI and sending more data up into a network than what comes.
That's right. Fiber will facilitate AI. These are just a bunch of buzzword mumbo jumbo, man. Raise that stock some more. You can see in the corner and show the AT&T stock going up.
They all, basically every CEO is forced to say that they are implementing AI in one way or another. That's because investors are investing in everything related to AI. They are all going to say that. They are all going to say that we are implementing AI in this, we are implementing AI in this other thing. So, as just like he said, these are just buzzwords.
They're doing a $20 billion stock buyback, raising that price of their stock right up, and you got to come back into the office. And if you don't like it, you can quit, which, that's more money for the company. They don't have to pay out. Is it all starting to add up here? It should.
Look, we have a great portfolio of options. Primary portfolio play.
Yes, and especially this is making you quit is especially profitable for a company because in many countries, if they fire you, they have to give you a severance package. They have to give you something. They have to give you, I don't know, 2 months of pay, maybe like something. But if you quit, you are basically not entitled to anything unless you have something written in your contract that says otherwise.
Operated where we take 100% of the economics.
Let's pause right here. I want you to take a look at that stock chart. Everything's benefiting these CEOs. Everything's going up. Does it feel that way for the workers over there at AT&T?
No.
Just curious here. I bet there's only a few people at AT&T whose life working there feels like that stock chart. I mean, just look down at the comments. They're hilarious. Awful service, terrible coverage and service. Took me 5 hours to get a right here. This guy, he calls him out. Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey,
look, we've had great success with what we've built thus far. And look, we have a great portfolio of options. Look, I think there's going to be a lot of issues at the...
And so that's CEO John Stankey here. Totally loves what he does. You can see it all over his face. He absolutely loves his job, his bank account, his stocks, his company value. I think that's fair. And I hope everyone else at AT&T feels just as great as Mr. John Stankey here does. And there's just one last note I'd like to point out here is that while all of you are getting ready to come back to the office, this man is doing interviews in a football stadium. So get back to work, everybody. Let me know what you think.
This was a great video by Joshua Fluke. I love his content. Sometimes he's a little bit harsh, but it's still great content. And I fully agree with him. It is funny to me that he's saying that everyone has to go back to the office, but many of these CEOs are not in the office. They are anywhere else but in the office. So I don't know. It is kind of interesting and funny to watch. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.